Well, let me firstly start off by saying that Islam categorically condemns extremism and terrorism in any form, and we condemn the recent killing of Mr. Sotloff and all innocent people. Now, Islam teaches that the purpose of punishment is reformation. Now, to reform people, you should do that with kindness and love. Now, if people exceed the bounds of decency and do not reform themselves with love and compassion, then firmer measures can take place. It's within a government's right, if people do not reform themselves, to take harsher and adopt harsher measures. Those measures can be adopted by the country and the government. Apart from that, all forms of extremism and terrorism need to be condemned, and Islam does that. Islam means peace, and peaceful peaceful Islam, that is what Islam is.
And there are some fears, or there is evidence, that some British Muslims are being radicalised, going out to Syria, going out to Iraq. What is it about some sections of the community that mean that that happens? Do you think there's a bigger underlying issue that we should be addressing?
I think the issue is for all of society to come together, and as I have mentioned, Islam, means peace, and that message needs to be given to people. That's the message that was brought by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. That is the message that we as a community, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, are working towards. We are doing that with our youth, we're doing that with our women, and that's the message that we impart to all. And it's very important that all sections of society come together and say, look, what is happening with these people, or what is going on, this has nothing to do with Islam. The right message is the peaceful message, and we need to differentiate that from the wrong message.
Now, your community's motto is love for all, hatred for none.
Yes.
But have you found that you have come under more hatred, perhaps negative perceptions of your community since this has become very high profile?
Well, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community was established in 1889 by Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, who claimed to be the awaited Messiah, awaited by all religions. His message was quite simple. He brought and he revived Islam to its pure and pristine message, the message that was practiced by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And that message was essentially, one, to worship God, and two, to be good to mankind. And to be good to mankind means being good to all, irrespective of their religion, creed or colour, or of faith or no faith. And obviously in the climate there are difficulties, but we will continue to do what we are doing. We've been doing so for more than 100 years. We've got a caliph, we're the only Muslim community who's had that for over 100 years, and he's the leader of over 150 million worldwide in 204 countries.
I mean, you say that to tackle extremism, the whole of society needs to come together. Is there anything else you think that can be done to stop young Muslims being radicalised?
I think that what we are doing as a community is we engage with our youth, boys and girls, through a system of leadership, education. We contribute to society through charitable acts. We take part in the Poppy Appeal, and we do all this because Islam teaches us to serve humanity. And I think the right message of Islam needs to be given. People need to understand that, and if we do that, we'll remove and eliminate any form of extremism.
And as you say, Islam, it's about peace. That's
Yes.
the absolute basis of the religion. So what is it that's taking a very small minority, obviously, away from that message?
I think it's with any religion or any faith and no faith, you get radical and extremist elements. You get people who capitalise on that. And the same thing is happening now. You get people who are trying to do that, which is why it's essential that the right message is given, the true and peaceful message given. Like you said, Islam means peace. That is what essentially we do, and we live up to that with our motto, love for all, hatred for none.